Amanda Knox and Raffaele Sollicito be immediately released.
Acquitted. The murder conviction against Amanda Knox thrown out in court. The latest right now on Acadiana's News Channel at 5.
You're watching news that gets to the point on KATC TV3, Acadiana's News Channel.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Hummel. Hoyt and Marcel have the night off, and we start out overseas in Italy tonight with that dramatic day in court for Amanda Knox. Her murder conviction thrown out by an Italian jury. Knox now free to come home to the United States, and ABC's Lama Hassan has the details. And closer to home now, a New Iberia woman wrote to KATC asking for our help. She was angry about her $900 water bill. Iberia Water District 3 is charging her, but she says the district made a mistake about a leak. Tonight, reporter Mike Magnoli finds out what happened. Now, the maintenance man from Donna's mobile home park also spoke to KATC. He says he had a few conversations with the water district as well, and they told him the same thing they told Donna, that the leak was in a main pipe. He says the water district needs to take ownership of its mistake and cut Donna a break on her bill.
Well, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially based on what happened.
And by the way, we are still waiting on a reply from the Water Board president. We'll let you know what happens next. Parish by Parish News begins in Acadia with an update on a pollution case dating back to 1999. A federal judge awarding damages to an Opelousas man in a civil case connected to that incident. Hubert Vidrine was accused of storing hazardous waste without a permit at the Canal Refining Company in Church Point, but those charges were dismissed back in 2003. Vidrine and his wife were awarded $1.6 million. 2012 is Louisiana's bicentennial year, and plans are underway to mark the occasion. Lafayette Consolidated Government announcing today about several local events, including a bicentennial kickoff at Festivals Acadiens et Creole.
It's an opportunity to teach the history.
UL is offering a new doctorate program, the university adding a PhD program in systems engineering, the first of its kind in the state. The program was approved last week by the Board of Regents, and the first group of students will be accepted in the spring semester. And with Halloween right around the corner, some UL students might be in for a real scare, and no, we're not talking about midterms. Instead, a new course, Ghost Hunting 101, will be offered at the university's College of Continuing Education. Now, using high-tech equipment, students will get a first-hand look at paranormal investigations. And the course starts this weekend, so for details on how to sign up, head over to our website, ktc.com. Meantime, the search is on for a new chancellor over at South Louisiana Community College. Applications will be accepted until the position is filled, but the target date is October 19th. The new chancellor will be the third in the school's 13-year history. And also in education news, a new study by the Southern Poverty Law Center suggests that your child may not know enough about one of the most important times in our country's history. Some educators agree with that point. KTC's Melissa Hawks joins us live in the newsroom with the details. Melissa. Thanks, Melissa. And traffic talk tonight, a heads up for drivers in St. Martin Parish. Tomorrow morning from 8:30 until noon, the eastbound left lane of I-10 at the Henderson exit will be closed. That while road repairs are made. And turning to state news now, health officials are investigating the possibility that the death of an elderly woman from East Baton Rouge Parish could have been connected to tainted cantaloupe. The woman died from listeria and did eat cantaloupe a few weeks back. Louisiana is now among several states under a recall, and the cantaloupe in question is from Jensen's Farms in Colorado and has been linked to 84 illnesses and as many as 17 deaths in 19 states. And coming up tonight in Health Beat, we'll go over the symptoms of listeria. That report coming up at 5:25. And staying in Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge Zoo is experiencing its lowest attendance in at least 20 years. Zoo officials are blaming that on the summer's scorching temperatures, but they are hopeful that the mild temperatures coming up this fall will bring out some bigger crowds. And to Texas now, a massive fire at a chemical warehouse. Check it out. The fire could be seen from miles away, burning in Waxahachie. It all started as workers mixed various chemicals at the plant, and in all, about 1,000 residents in the surrounding area of that plant were evacuated, but amazingly no serious injuries to report. And to the political scene now, will he or won't he? Some of the GOP are looking to New Jersey Governor Chris Christie to jump into the presidential race.
If he wants to come and play, we'd be glad to have him come.
Newt Gingrich there. And as for Christie himself, those close to the New Jersey governor say he will decide within a few days. And speaking of the GOP race, many are questioning candidates after a gay soldier was booed by those in the audience at a recent Republican debate. President Obama, speaking out about the event, had this to say to the GOP.
You want to be commander-in-chief? You can start by standing up for the men and women who wear the uniform of the United States, even when it's not politically convenient.
More demonstrations on Wall Street today. The group that calls itself Occupy Wall Street is taking its growing list of grievances into a third week now. Those protesters who carry signs condemning corporate greed, global warming, and other issues added police brutality to the agenda after 700 protesters were arrested this weekend trying to cross the Brooklyn Bridge.
Not once. I was never told that if I walked on the roadway that I would be arrested.
Protests began in New York with a handful of students camping out in a park, and now some political activists like Michael Moore and Susan Sarandon have joined that cause. And we have much more news ahead tonight on KATC at 5, including this.